Hello, welcome to Not for Exam, and I am your host Sujit, and we are going to discuss the relation between torque and angular acceleration in pure rotation of a rigid body. Let as shown in the figure, at some instant rigid body has angular velocity omega vector and angular acceleration alpha vector. For a general particle of mass mi having tangential acceleration ati vector and radial acceleration ari vector, tangential force fti vector will be equal to mi into ati vector and radial force fri vector will be equal to mi into ari vector. The radial force pass through axis of rotation, therefore it will have no torque about axis of rotation, and torque of tangential force with respect to center of the circle is along the axis, and it will be equal to component of torque along the axis with respect to any point on the axis, which will be equal to ri vector cross mi alpha vector cross ri vector, which will be equal to mi ri square alpha vector minus mi ri vector dot alpha vector ri vector. Since ri vector is perpendicular to alpha vector, therefore second term will be 0, and so net torque on ith particle along the axis comes out to be mi ri square alpha vector, which will be along the axis. Therefore net torque of all the forces on the rigid body will be equal to sigma of tau I vector, that will be equal to sigma mi ri square into alpha vector. Since alpha vector is constant for each particle, that will be equal to I into alpha vector. Also net torque will be equal to net external torque plus net internal torque, and net internal torque will be equal to 0. Therefore net torque will be equal to net external torque, that will be equal to I into alpha vector for rotation of a rigid body about a fixed axis. You can see that this result tau net will be equal to I into alpha vector is analogous to Newton's second law for translation motion. Let apply this relation in the following examples. There is a disc of mass m and radius r which is free to rotate about the axis. A force F is applied tangentially on the disc at t equal to 0 when disc is at rest. Let find the angular speed after time t. Disc will perform pure rotation and direction of torque is along the axis and its magnitude is Rf. By the relation tau is equal to I alpha, angular acceleration is tau upon I, and angular velocity after time t will be equal to alpha into t. Let's see another example. There is a pulley in the form of a disc of mass m and radius r which is free to rotate about the axis. A string is wrapped on the disc and its free end is attached with a mass m in vertically downward direction. When mass m fall down, string will unwind and pulley will rotate. Since point P of the string is at rest with respect to pulley point Q, therefore P and Q will have same velocity and same acceleration. Also tension by string T produces torque which produces angular acceleration alpha, and since string does not slip over the pulley, therefore acceleration of point P and Q and also acceleration of mass m will be same as equal to R alpha. You can see that mg and reaction by pivot has no torque about the axis, therefore net torque will be torque produced by the tension T, and that is equal to perpendicular distance from the axis, that is the radius of the pulley multiplied by the tension force, which will be equal to RT, and by the relation tau is equal to I alpha we can found T, and applying Newton's second law for motion of the mass m, we get mg minus t is equal to m into a, and by using the above relations we can find tension T in the string, acceleration a of the mass, and the angular acceleration alpha of the pulley. Let's take another example. A pulley in the form of a disc of mass m and radius r which is free to rotate about its axis. Two masses m1 and m2 are attached by a string, and string does not slip over the pulley, only unwind. If m2 greater than m1, then m2 will goes down and m1 will move upward. Also tension will be non-uniform due to the friction. Applying Newton's second law for mass m2, we get m2g minus t2 is equal to m2 into a, and applying Newton's second law for mass m1, we get t1 minus m1g is equal to m1 into a. Also by the net torque on the pulley by the tension will be equal to T2R minus T1R, that will be equal to I alpha, that will be equal to half mr square alpha. Since string does not slip over the pulley, therefore we can use relation A is equal to R alpha, and by using these relations we can found T1 T2 acceleration of the masses and angular acceleration alpha of the pulley. Thanks for watching Not for Exam, and we will see you next time.